me now from Washington, D.C. is Yuval David. He's a filmmaker, director, actor, and activist. Thank you very much for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me on your show. It's always a pleasure being on I24.
Yuval, some critics say the WGA should have accepted the offer. Why did they reject it? What was the sticking point here?
Look, I mean, the critics who are saying that the WGA should have accepted these offers are obviously not in favor of the rights of the writers. The writers are creating this creative content, and we need to make sure that we are protected. Ever since our last strike in 2007, when the writers went on strike, at that time, the big issue was residual payment off of DVD sales. Technology has changed so much. AI is proving to be a major sticking point, something that's very challenging for us, talking about what is a writer's creative content and what is generated by AI. Another issue that arises is there are studios that are using AI, taking scripts that writers have written and training AI off of these existing scripts. How do we have creative control over what we created, what we write?
And we know that many productions have been pushed off to 2024. As a filmmaker, how have both the writers and actors strikes affected you and Hollywood as a whole?
As a filmmaker, as a writer, as a director, as an actor, the strikes absolutely have affected me. I especially see the hardships for people who support the productions, people who are other parts of crew, people who provide catering, people who provide cleaning services, people who are in wardrobe, people who are in the post-production elements. So many people are really hurting. Now, I was just in LA, and there I was even seeing restaurants that are patronized by a lot of people who are actors and writers, and they're struggling as well. So the ramifications of these strikes are major. We do want to go back to work. SAG-AFTRA wants to go back to work. The Writers Guild wants to go back to work, but we have to go back to work when our work is protected and when we are respected appropriately as things are changing within technology. Now, something to mention, independent productions are still able to happen. Reality television is still able to happen. So there are still places where people can work and create, but the larger studio productions are where things have come to a halt. And I fear that this strike is going to have to go on a lot longer until we get the protections that we really need.
Yuval David, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you so much.